goes in motion to the far sideline. Emmel looking to pass. Little screen play to Gavin French. He's got some room to work over there on the far sideline. Dives forward, and he will have the first down on that diving effort.
Inside to Krause. Big bucket, Avery Krause. Big bucket. Intercepts the pass. Billies have a chance here to add to their lead. Kramer feeling it. Another three. Three points in the first half for Trapper. Kramer gives the Billies.
Deep breath. Here's the pitch. There's a shot. That could be gone. That's out of here. How do you end the game?
He's ready to go. Danny winds, kicks, deals, and there's a ball game. He's going to hit.
Welcome to another Billies.Live production. Find us on your favorite social sites and apps. Like, subscribe, and get notified when we go live.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Wimberley High School. I'm Peter Schandua here for Billies.Live. We're going to be bringing you some action here tonight between the Wimberley Texans and the Battling Billy volleyball teams. Interestingly enough, both high schools' football teams have bye weeks, so I'm looking across the way here, and Wimberley has a pretty large crowd with no football game tonight, so that should be an interesting thing to watch there. Coming here on the road with Billies.Live, just want to let everybody know it may be a little bit different view than you are maybe accustomed to for the home games. We're on a like what we would call a skeleton crew, and the video quality may not be quite as high as you may be expecting. We apologize for that, but we're set up here on a mobile hotspot type device to get online and bring you the Billies action here. So we appreciate Paige and Billies.Live here bringing this game here to the community, and so we're going to do our best here to make this work. So JV game just ended. JV ended up beating Wimberley in 3 sets. We just got word that the freshman match, Billies came up short 25-22 in the 3rd set there. So freshman lost, JV won. The game's just ended, so that's why we're a little bit late coming on here tonight as well. So there's going to be a little extended time here that we're going to have some advertisements. Just be patient with us here. We're probably 15 minutes away from the first serve. So we'll take some breaks in between here, maybe some extended breaks, and then we'll come back periodically and we'll keep you updated on when exactly this thing is going to start, but I'm anticipating 10 to 15 minutes. But we're going to take a quick break right now, and we'll be right back here on Billies.Live in just a few minutes.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself, and love your home.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating offers a wide variety of services to Fredericksburg and the Hill Country. Repairs, installation, maintenance, design, even air quality control for allergies. 72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating, Fredericksburg's comfort
Company. Fast, same-day service and world-class technicians make 72 Degrees Fredericksburg's company of choice. Emergency service 24/7. Call 830-997-5651, 72degreestexas.com. License number TACLB 27138E.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. 2 succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
For over 7 decades, and with the support of customers like you, Ewald Kubota has grown to be the #1 Kubota volume dealer in the United States. Plus, we have the distinct honor of being a Kubota Elite dealer. So thank you, Jim, Julio, Jamar, Mr. Loya, Mike, Letty, Mr. Rodriguez, Paul and Penny, Thomas and Catherine, Mr. Miranda. From the Gulf of Mexico to the Hill Country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battlin' Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
And welcome back here to Wimberley High School. Peter Schandua here coming to you for some volleyball action tonight here on Billies.Live. As you can see out there on the court, we have the Fredericksburg Billies are warming up, and they're coming into this match here with a 21-13 record, and they will be playing against the Wimberley Texans, who are 21-7 on the season. There's a little disparity there in the quantity of matches played, but Fredericksburg, I believe, played in one additional tournament than Wimberley has. Wimberley also coming off of last year's season where they made it to the Final Four of the state tournament there in volleyball and fell short in the semifinals, but has historically had an extremely strong team. I'm just looking up here on the wall of the gym, and I can see 5 state championships here at volleyball. So a lot of history here in Wimberley with volleyball. Billies will be looking here this year to be maybe turning the tide a little bit here into Fredericksburg's favor, trying to compete here against Wimberley and pull out a win. Wimberley coming in 2-0 in district. They played I believe Canyon Lake and Bandera, took care of business there on those. And then Billy's coming in at 1-1, losing to Davenport in the opening district game, and then in game 2 against Canyon Lake, taking care of business there. So as you can see there, Billy's still warming up. We're still about 10 minutes out from the first serve, and so we'll be bringing you the action here. The JV and freshman games both went 3 sets, so lasted a little bit longer than normal on the 6 o'clock game time there. So we're probably going to be closer to 15 minutes from now. So we're going to take another quick break here, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at the rosters of both teams. So we'll be right back in about 3 minutes here on Billies.Live.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battle and Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $7.65, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride Iberales.
Segner's is your jewelry destination for everyday and special occasion jewelry. Just ask Olympic gold medalist in women's softball, Kat Osterman. She trusts Segner's. Find us at 236 West Main Street or on the web at segnersjewelers.com. Come check out our custom-designed Billy's charms, keychains, and so much more. We love and support our hometown teams. Go Billies!
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only Joint Commission-accredited hospice. They're also Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you or your loved one prior to needing hospice at no cost to you or your family. Votive is led by Dr. Rad Kothman and certified hospice and palliative care nurse Carrie Weaver. Visit votivehospice.com or call 998-1925. Votive Hospice, they're with you.
School, where we are awaiting the start of this match here between the Wimberley Texans and the Battle and Billy volleyball team here. Both teams coming in here with 21 wins. So hopefully this should be, I was looking earlier too at some of the common opponents between these two teams, Burnett, Johnson City, New Braunfels Christian, and Lavernia. Those first three, both teams took care of business against all three of them, and Lavernia handing losses to both Wimberley and the Billies in highly contested matches. So I am expecting a highly competitive match here between these two teams. And we're going to take a look at the rosters here for the Wimberley Texans. First, we have number 1, Mackenzie Ursha, she's a senior. Number 2, Peyton Helbig, she's a senior. Number 3, Jessie Weeks, sophomore. Number 4, Cameron Gabler, she's a senior. Number 5, Emily Thames, she's a junior. Number 6, Reese Purdle, she's a senior. Number 7, Ellie Marco, she is a senior. Number 9, Maddie Harris, she's a junior. Number 10, Lainey Hennessy, she's a freshman. Number 11, Alyssa Lowry, she's a senior. Number 13, Paige Crawford, she's a senior. Number 15, Lauren Boyle, she's a junior. Number 16, Layla Dubason, she's a senior. Number 17, Cameron Davis, she's a senior. And head coach Stephanie Barthels. This team here is led by that number 13, Paige Crawford. I believe she was an all-state player last year as a junior, and she is a Division I NCAA commit. Very powerful outside hitter, one of the top players here in 4A in the entire state of Texas. So also we want to look at the Billies roster. Tonight we have number 2, Madison Crunchen, she's a sophomore. Number 3, Sydney Schandua, she's a junior. Number 4, Sarah Stafford, she's a junior. Number 5, Anna Terry, she's a sophomore. Number 7, Minnow Franson, she is a sophomore. Number 8, Coria Elliott, she is a senior. Number 9, Caitlin Toch, she's a sophomore. Number 10, Clara Plinicky, she's a junior. Number 11, Janisa Quay, senior. Number 12, Abby Schlader. She is a senior. Number 13, Zoe Aldridge. She's a junior. Number 14, Emma Stewart. She is a senior. Number 15, Jenna Wallendorf. She's a junior. Number 16, Ryan Gallagher. She's rounding it out there. She's a sophomore. Looking at the stats here for the Billies, Clara Plinicki and Zoe Aldridge are the 2 kill leaders on this team, both with 320 and 313 kills respectively. So comparing that to the big hitter there for Wimberley, she has 283 kills on the season in 75 sets, whereas the Billies have played 94 sets in their matches so far. So that's a look at the rosters. Wimberley here looks like they're starting to wind down their warm-up. So we're going to take a quick break here with this warm-ups coming to a close, and we should be back here in just a few more minutes with the first serve. So we'll be right back here on Billies.Live.
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J4 Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J4 Trailer, that's where I got mine.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
High school, you can see out here on the court, both teams getting the final warm-ups in here. The final phase of that warm-up is the serving. So as you can see, the players trying to fine-tune the serve here, get the feel of the court if you're the visiting team. And so like I said earlier, should be a highly contested match here. Both teams, common opponents, very similar results. So we'll wait and see what happens whenever the match gets underway, but expecting this to be a great game. I want to also remind everybody, Billies.Live here coming on the road here for this volleyball match, kind of what I'm going to call a skeleton crew. We have a couple of cameras set up. We are on a, what do I want to call it? We're on like a, what's this called? A mobile hotspot. Which isn't always as reliable as the Ethernet up there at the Fredericksburg High School gym, so the speed might be a little bit slower, so video may be a little bit more grainy than normal from what you are accustomed to seeing here on Billies.Live, but we're going to do our best here to bring you this match, and hopefully y'all will enjoy this here. The title sponsor tonight for the game is the Good Samaritan Center. Anonymous donor paying in for that, and the Good Samaritan Center, you know, they help all kinds of people. Lots of doctors involved with that here in the community in Fredericksburg. They, you know, volunteer their time to help people who are in need of medical care who may not otherwise be able to afford to pay for it. So if you have any needs out there or you know someone who's in need, go see the Good Samaritan Center. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back here with the first serve shortly.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust, proud supporters of Batlin Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. Go Billies! Celebrating our 80th year of helping build the communities we call home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dutchman's Meat Market in Fredericksburg is the place for premium meats. Not only can you find the best cuts of meat, but Dutchman's has fresh sandwiches for lunch, a variety of snack sticks, multiple jerkies, and dried sausage. Dutchman's also has a large assortment of rubs, spices, and sauces for all your meats. So go see Dutchman's at 1609 East Main in Fredericksburg, or call in an order at 830-997-5693 or online at dutchmansmarket.com.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eberalice, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 423091.
Fredericksburg
At Fredericksburg Eye Associates, ophthalmologist Dr.
Zan
Zan Plinicky and Charles Cohn provide comprehensive medical.
They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
And welcome back here to Wimberley High School here. Peter Schandua again for Billies.Live. We're going to be bringing you the action here tonight for between the Wimberley Texans and the Fredericksburg Batlin Billies. Just as a side note, interestingly enough, both schools' football teams have a bye week. So both of those programs, I believe, are 3-2 on the season and will be getting district underway in 1 week from tonight. So good luck to both those football teams, especially the Batlin Billies. It's a week there where you can maybe get some recovery from anybody who's injured and get back healthy. So looking forward to see how the Billy football team can do going forward. They're in district play. It's a tough district Billies have. They got LBJ in there, which is out of Austin. They made it to the state semifinals last year. Expected to be a strong team too, so probably the top team in the district. So hopefully we can make something go against them. So as you can see here, both teams' pregame festivities still underway. Teams are being introduced. Billies right now, and after that will be the Wimberley Texans. So we're here on Billies.Live, Peter Schandua, and we're going to take about another 2-minute break, and once we come back, we should be ready for action here for the first serve of this match. So we'll be right back.
At Fredericksburg Eye Associates, ophthalmologist Dr. Zan Plinicky and Charles Cohn provide comprehensive medical and surgical eye care. At their state-of-the-art facility off Highway 87, they use the latest equipment for everything from routine eye exams to monitoring macular degeneration. Cataract procedures include the latest advances in lens design, allowing more freedom from glasses than ever before. Fredericksburg Eye Associates, 997-6535, online at fbgi.com.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
Hey, volleyball fans, Joseph Financial Partners is here to support the Battling Billies and to help you with all of your financial goals. Whether it's saving for retirement, college savings, or even life insurance or long-term care, we've got your back. Let us serve up an appointment with you, then dig into your finances, goals, and dreams. Hey, and then we can assist and set a plan in motion and spike your goals to score. Success takes teamwork, so call Joseph Financial Partners at 830-997-4763 or check us out online at josephfinancialpartners.com. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
For a family-operated, community-focused business that supports all men and women in the United States military and first responders, think Toch Well Service. For all your well repairs and service after drilling, think Toch Well Service. For water pump installation in windmill, solar pump, jet, submersible pump, and pressure tank service, think Toch Well Service. They've been serving Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country since 2002. Call 830-997-2413. License number 4502-KLP.
And we're back live here. Pre-game festivities are over. Starting lineup out on the floor for the Wimberley Texans. I'm going to try to bring that to you. Here we got number 3. It looks like that's Weeks. Number 6, that's Pertell. Number 13, that's Crawford. Number 10, that is Hennessy. Number 9, you're looking at that's Harris, and number 17, that's Davis. So for the Billies, looks like we got Zoe Aldridge, Minnow Franson, Janice Quay, Clara Plinicky, Anna Terry, and Sydney Schandua out here. Janice Quay, the libero, in for Ryan Gallagher on the back row here to start this match. So that's your Billies. And if you are here in Wimberley and you are tuning in, I will be doing my best to get these names correct during this broadcast. I will do, that's all I can promise is I'm going to do my best here. So Wimberley is going to be back to serve. That's number 3, Weeks, back to serve. First serves up. Franson gets it, first pass off. And Plinicky takes a nice hard swing and gets the kill. Wimberley was able to get under that, but ricocheted all the way up off the ceiling and came straight down onto the floor. So nice job there by Plinicky on that kill. So Emma Stewart checking in here for front row duties for Minnow Franson, and Sydney Schandua, the junior setter here for the Billies, back to serve. And first serve is in, making it difficult on the Wimberley Texans. They get 3 hits on it, and but could not get it over, so that's going to be point. Billies makes it 2-0 here, early going, set 1. Schandua back to serve again. Raymer giving her instructions where he wants it served. Sends another one over there. Weeks gets it up to the middle hitter. That's number 17, Davis, for the Texans, and she takes care of business there on that one. So that makes it 2-1 here. Billy's on top. Number 5, it looks like there. No, that's number 9. That's Harris serving. And Billy's just kind of have to free that one over. So Wimberley going to get a chance to set up their attack. And looks like Billy's were in the net there. The swing of the hit was out wide, but Billy's were in the net, so that's point Wimberley. So Billy's having a hard time here on this one. They're going to have to scramble it around, and Schandua barely gets it back over the net, but they're living to play another day. And that's Crawford on the outside there with a big swing, puts it down. So Wimberley Texans now on top, 3-2. So Billies need to get a good pass off here and get this side out going. Don't want to be giving up too many service points. And there's the first pass and outside to Anna Terry, who has a hitting error there, goes out. So now 4-2, Wimberley up here on top here in this opening set. So Harris still back to serve here for the Texans, and Billies couldn't quite get that one over, and that's going to be an ace there for Harris. So 5-2 now. Wimberley on top. Billies need to settle down here. Get a good pass off. And that's going to be an ace for the Texans. Coach Raymer doesn't like what he sees. He's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him here on Billies.Live. We'll be right back.
For a family-operated, community-focused business that supports all men and women in the United States military and first responders, think Touchwell Service. For all your well repairs and service after drilling, think Touchwell Service. For water pump installation in windmill, solar pump, jet, submersible pump, and pressure tank service, think Touchwell Service. They've been serving Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country since 2002. Call 830-997-2413. License number 4502-KLP.
Los Cazadores is the stop for hunters to gear up and get ready for season. The store in Stonewall, Texas has been remodeled and stocked with guns, ammo, feeders, blinds, and much more. Los Cazadores has the top archery products, offering expert experience with an on-site 3D range. Bucks are brought in from all around to be scored with trophy scan technology and entered into our contest. Stop in and sign up for the world's largest whitetail hunting contest.
And we're back live here coming out of that timeout. Billies get a decent pass, and Schandua gets it up to Plenicky, who has to tip it over. Timing off there just a little bit between Schandua and Plenicky, but it worked out. So 6-3 now. Anna Terry back to serve for the Billies here. Opening set here against the Wimberley Texans. And nice hard serve there by Anna Terry. They're setting up their offense, and Zoe Aldridge going to get a chance here. And nice job there by the Wimberley libero to keep that ball up in the air. And Schandua trying to get to that and could not quite get to it. So makes it 7-3 now. Wimberley on top. Number 17, that's Davis for the Texans back to serve. And there's the serve, and that's going to be long, so that's a service error. Makes it 7-4. Now Billies need to try to whittle back their way back into this and gradually grab a couple of service points here at a time and get this thing back tied up. So Clara Plenicky, the junior middle hitter, back to serve. Nice top spin serve there. And Wimberley gets it out to Weeks, and Weeks puts that one away there right on the back line. So nice shot there by Weeks. Or no, that's not Weeks. That's Crawford. 13 Crawford with the big kill there. Number 7, that's Marco. Gets the serve off, and Billy's going to have to just kind of set this one up here. Almost a free ball over, but Wimberley setting up outside to Crawford again. And there Crawford found the back left corner of the Billy defense, so gets that one to fall and makes it 9-4. Wimberley, 5-point advantage here in opening set. So Billy's having a little trouble here with the serve receive, not able to get too many good passes off, but have a chance here and have a hitting error. So 10-4. Billy's not really firing on all cylinders here yet in this game. Got to put these points behind them and think about the next point. We always talk about it. Volleyball is a game of momentum, and that's going to be point Billy's called Wimberley in the net. Wimberley coach does not like it. Crawford's going to come over and ask the official, what exactly did you see there? Want to also thank our anonymous donor there for sponsoring the Good Samaritan Center there in Fredericksburg. If you have any medical needs and you can't afford to pay for it, go check them out. They'll do their best to help you out. Minnow Franzen back to serve, gets it in here, and now the Texans there, Crawford from the right side that time, hammered that one home, and now she's going to go back to serve. So 11-5, 6-point advantage here for the Wimberley Texans here in set one. Billies need to get this serve receive under control. There's a good pass from Quay. And, nice dig in the back row there from, looked like a lift to me on the back player there. And we're continuing to play. And long rally here. So there's a hitting error on the Texans, and that's going to be point Billies. Coach Raymer not very happy about the call there, getting on the official. And official's putting his hand up saying, stay over there. Worked out for the Billies anyway, 11-6 now. Zoe Aldridge back, gets the serve off, and Schandua gets that one up on that little tip play, and Anna Terry's on the back row. Nice play by Libero on back row there for Wimberley. And now Zoe Aldridge with a back row attack. And there was a block up front between Anna Terry and Ryan Gallagher, but the ball bounced off her hands and went out. So it was a good job of getting the block up there. Just need to seal that off and get it into the field of play. So 12-6 now. Wimberley on top. Anna Terry, nice dig in the back there by Crawford. And Crawford, back there in the back, she's a D1 commit. Got that ball up there for the Wimberley Texans to get that attack, and that was number 16, Dubason, who got the kill. So there's going to be another hitting error for the Billies, down 14-6 now. Coach Raymer going to take a timeout with them here on your Good Samaritan scoreboard. We'll be right back here on Billies.Live.
Haberdashery, modern, inspired style, curated in Fredericksburg, Texas. We are inspired by world travel and nature. We personally hand select our clothing and accessories and assemble them like no place else. You'll see this the moment you step foot in our store. Revealing beauty and confidence through surprise and fashion curation. HaberdasheryBoutique.com.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself, and love your home.
So coming out of that timeout there, Billies find themselves down 14-6 here, set one, 8-point deficit. Still not out of this first set. Need to kind of regroup and get this serve receive under control. There's an ace by the Wimberley Texans, Libero. That's Thames, and so makes it 15-6 now. And there's a service error by the Texans, so the Billies will take it. Hopefully, can take advantage of that. And see what here, Janisa Quay, the senior libero, back to serve for the Billies. And gets that first serve in there. And now Billies setting up their nice dig on the back row by Minnow Franson. And yes, that was in. The official initially it looked like he might call it out, but it was right on the line. So nice call there. So that's a service point there for the Billies. That's the first step now, down 15-8, 7-point deficit here. Need to whittle their way back in here in these things. So Quay, another good serve, and Wimberley not able to do that. Nice block up front by Schandua, and Klinicki send that ball back the other direction. Wimberley could not handle it, so now 15-9, and Billies are getting right here, and there was a little play at the net, and that's going to be point Billies. That's a violation on the Wimberley Texans coming over the net. So makes it 15-10 now. And Janisa Quay back to serve. And outside hitter here gets after it. And Clara Plinicky with a big swing there. The Texans handle it. And Zoe Aldridge, nice dig on the back row. And Anna Terry coming through. And little tip there on that block, on that attack by number 9. That's Harris for the Texans. Plinicky and Schandua tipped it, and it went up in the air, and Billy back row could not quite adjust. That's kind of like throwing a changeup in baseball at the back row. So Billy is trying to set up their attack here, and Anna Terry hitting a little wide on that one. So back to a 17-10 deficit here, 7-point deficit. We got Weeks back to serve here for the Texans. So Billies need to take care of serve receive here and get this side out. And there's a nice attack by Anna Terry. And there's another attack by Harris off the block of Plinicky and sails out. So makes it 18-10. So now back to an 8-point deficit for the Billies. So Weeks back to serve. Bronson gets it up in the air. Schandua finds Plinicky on that one, and she puts it away. So got out of that rotation there. So 18-11 now here. Billies down by 7. Need to find a way to cut into this lead. Schandua back to serve here for the Billies. And Texans setting up their attack and going to have to scramble it around. And they are able to free it across, so live to play another day. Maybe, and it works. So that good hustle play right there pays off for the Billies, and they get the point out of it. So it's 18-12 now. Here's set 1. Billies trailing by 6, and Schandua back to serve. And nice deep serve there. And Aldridge gets it up in the air. Billy's going to have a chance here. Aldridge going to get a back row attack, and that's going to be a hitting error. And makes it 19-12, so 7 points. So now we need no more service points here. This is Harris back to serve for the Texans, and Billy's just need to get out of this serve receive here. And Plinicky, Schandua was able to keep that one from going over the net, and Plinicky able to find the opening, gets the ball over the net. So now Anna Terry back. So it's back to a 6-point deficit here. See if the Billies can whittle into it here with some service points. Nice deep serve there, and that's going to be a double on the thing there. Nice hard serve by Terry. Wimberley got under it, but it flew clear up to the rafters and came flying back down. Well, Wimberley's setter there could not quite handle it, so that's point Billies. And there's another nice hard low serve. And there's a big swing by Crawford on the outside and makes it 20-14. Billies do get a service point out of that, though, so got it down here back to within 6. Need to really take care of business on these serve receives, get a side out, and try to get another couple service points. That's the name of the game when you're playing from behind. And there's Plinicky up at the net here, and Schandua has to save that one, and Aldridge, nice job Aldridge placing that ball right around the block and onto the Wimberley side. So took care of business there, got the side out. Now it's 20-15, 5-point deficit. So this is what we're talking about here. Sarah Stafford going to check in for Plinicky to get some serving duties. So see if the Billies can get a service point or two out of this. And let's see what happens. And here comes Wimberley's attack. Schandua gets it up. Anna Terry gets it over to Aldridge. Now Wimberley setting up their attack, and that's Crawford. So Crawford, the D1 commit there, when she's there on the outside, and gets a good set like that, it's going to be difficult to stop her, and that's what happened there. So 21-15 here now. Still, Billies need to get this serve receive and get a side out. There's number 7, Marco, for the Texans, and it's a service error, so that's point Billies now back to within 5. And looks like Minnow Franson going to check in here for Emma Stewart. And Minnow Franson will have the serving duties here at 21-16 here, first set. And Wimberley setting up their offense. And that's a serve. That's going to be a hitting error. So Billies get a point out of that. Now bring it back to within 4. And see if they can whittle back here. Got just a few more rotations to get this done, and this could be a big one right here. And Franson making it difficult on them. And nice big swing by Crawford. Weeks went to the big hitter Crawford, but she's moving to the back row now, so 22-17. She'll be serving, so she won't be on that front row attack here for the next 3 rotations. So Billies need to take advantage of that when she's on the back row. So here comes the serve, and Anna Terry gets it up and in, and Aldridge coming. No, puts it back down. Aldridge, big attack down the middle. That's a high middle ball. Wimberley was able to get under it, but it was an overpass, and Aldridge took that overpass and put it straight down on the 10-foot line. So now back to within 4, and just long on that serve. So 23-19 now. Billy's really running out of time in this set, or I should say rotations. So Billies need a side out here and then take care of business on the next service opportunity. So, and there's a hitting error by the Billies. So that makes it set point here, 24-18. Billies down by 6. And see if Billies can keep this set alive. And they just let that one miscommunication there between Anna Terry and Janisa Quay. And by a score of 25-18, Billies lose set 1. Started off really pretty rocky. Spotted Wimberley, I believe, a 6-point advantage. And ended up only losing the entire set there by 7 points. So after that initial rocky start, the Billies were able to settle down and play point for point there with the Wimberley Texans, which is a good sign going forward. It is a best of 5 match. So hopefully Billies can take that and understand they can play with these guys and see what happens here in set 2. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on Billies.Live with set 2 of this match.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front 9 features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back 9 stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating offers a wide variety of services to Fredericksburg and the Hill Country. Repairs, installation, maintenance, design, even air quality control for allergies. 72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating, Fredericksburg's comfort company. Fast, same-day service and world-class technicians make 72 Degrees Fredericksburg's company of choice. Emergency service 24/7. Call 830-997-5651. 72degreestexas.com. License number TACLB 27138E.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. 2 succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
Wimberley High School. I'm Peter Schandua here for Billies.Live, bringing you the broadcast tonight, and want to bring up next week we will be having a couple more broadcasts. We got the Bernie Greyhounds and the Billies volleyball team match. That's on Tuesday, and then the Bandera Bulldogs come to Fredericksburg on Friday to play. And also on Friday there in the morning, we'll have coffee with Coach Lance Moffitt and J.D. Rose at Barefoot. So you want to tune into that. And then the following week, another home volleyball game on Tuesday the following week against Davenport. So Billies.Live here, bringing you as much action as we possibly can on the athletics here for the Billy sports. And we appreciate Paige, his whole family, JD, the whole crew, and putting the effort out here to do. We also, none of this would be possible without all the sponsors who support this program, and that's all the ads that you see here between timeouts and all that's going on. So if you have any needs and you see something out there, please support them as well as they make this possible. Set 2 fixing to get underway, and Schandua back to serve, and nice deep serve, and Wimberley setting it up, and Billy's going to have a chance here on attack, and that's Anna Terry back left corner of the defense. Nice shot there, hit the way back corner right in front of the line judge there, so Billy's taking a 1-0 lead, and looking for the volleyball. Oh, they finally found it down there. That's one thing that drives me crazy about volleyball. After the point, nobody ever knows where the ball ends up, but they finally found it, got back to play here, and Schandua, another deep serve, and that's going to be a hitting error on the Texans, so Billy's let that one go. Up now 2-0 here in set 2. After dropping set 1, 25-18. So see if the Billies can come around. Coach Raymer telling Schandua where he wants it, back over to that same spot. And Wimberley has to free it over. And now the Billies don't get a strong attack out of it. And going to have to try again. Here's going to be a back row swing from Zoe, who's very frustrated with herself on that. Hit that one into the net, and she knows she can do better than that. But, sometimes those mistakes made, you got to overcome it and play the next point. That's volleyball is an extremely difficult game. And good job there of Aldridge coming back. And Schandua went right back to her on the back row. And she had a good swing on that one. Made it difficult on Wimberley, but was able to get that second ball over. And Billy's tipped it, but could not quite get it up. So 2-2 now here in set 2. Quay gets a nice thing. And there's a big swing from Plinicky, but just out. So makes it 3-2. Harris serving for the Texans. And puts it in play. Aldridge. And Plinicky right off the block makes it 3-3. So nice job of Plinicky to get that kill right there. And Anna Terry back to serve. We got Caitlin Toch in the game here, playing some front row in this set. And there's a hit, and it went off the top of the net, and kind of rolled over here to the side and in. So Billy's not able to get that one up. So 4-3 here now, number 17. That's Davis for the Texans. And Billy's a little slow on their feet there on the serve receive. Need to get their feet under themselves and in good position to make that good initial pass. So got to think about the next play, though. Volleyball, mistakes happen. You got to overcome them. And there's Schandua found all kinds of athleticism going on there, as y'all saw on your screen. And now Plinicky puts that away. All that help, all that diving on the floor and keeping the ball in play totally paid off there for the Billies as they were able to live to get another attack, and Plinicky put that second one away. So never let a ball hit the floor. That's the motto here in volleyball. So Sarah Stafford checking in to do the serving duties here for Plinicky, and gets it in, and Stafford gets it up, and Schandua keeps it alive, and Billy's free it over. So now nice little tip play there by Crawford from the back row to get that point for the Texans. So 6-4, number 7 there. That's Marco back to serve. Janice Quay back in the libero spot. Ryan Gallagher in the middle blocker position here on the front row. And Marco with the serve. Schandua runs under it. Finds Aldridge, who puts a real big swing on that one and gets the point. So makes it 6-5. And looks like Minnow Franzen checking in for Caitlin Toch, who Minnow Franzen going to go back here on the back row, and she'll be serving right now, taking her deep breaths, getting ready. And she's got her routine down there. Nice little serve. And Billy's going to get this one up, and Aldridge going to get a chance here. And nice play by Thames there, the libero for Wimberley gets that up, and Crawford on the outside there gets the side out for the Texans. Now Crawford back to serve, so these are the 3 rotations right here where the Billies have to take advantage when Crawford is on the back row. And Billies don't quite get the attack they were looking for there, but are going to get another opportunity at it. And Gallagher with an attempt, could not get it to go, and that was number 16, Dubuisson for the Texans with the kill. So Wimberley opening up a 3-point advantage here. Billies need to get this serve receive right here and get a good attack on out of this. And here's Aldridge coming down the middle again, and she puts that one away. So nice job there by Aldridge, taking the high middle set from Schandua. Kind of surveyed the court over there and went into the back right corner and put it away. So 8-6 now. Aldridge back to serve now for the Billies. See if we can get some service points out of this. Nice, hard, deep serve. Wimberley having to scramble, not able to get to it, so that's going to be an ace for Aldridge. Makes it 8-7. So Coach Raymer cheering on the team, saying we got to play the next point. Here comes the next point. So that's what this is all about, sports. You got to be ready for the next play. There's a short serve from Aldridge, and there's a nice athletic play by the Texans. They're going to get that freed over, and now Schandua freeing it over, and Wimberley going to set up their attack here on this one, and Aldridge gets it up in the air, and Anna Terry a little hitting error there. So that's going to be point. Wimberley makes it 9-7. Billy's had a few opportunities there, but not quite able to come up with that point. And Zoe Aldridge taking a back row attack there on the back right side and goes off the block and gets it in. Plinicky rotating in here in middle blocker position. Ryan Gallagher is out, and Janice Quay, the libero, who trades out with those 2 middle blockers, is back to serve. So the senior libero puts it up and in, and now Billy's going to get a chance here to set up their attack. And there's a nice attack by 16. That's Dubuisson. Gets the kill, makes it 10-8. Wimberley Texans on top. Teams just kind of trading points in and out here. Billies need to keep this serve receive going and eventually, hopefully, can get a few service points. And nice job by Menno Franzen getting that up. Plinicky hits that a little long. And Coach Raymer wanting a tip on that play. And official saying no. So that's point Texans, 11-8 now. Wimberley on top. Weeks back to serve here for the Texans. And there's a nice job by Schandua and Plinicky to get the block up front. So 11-9. 2-point deficit here. Schandua going to go back to serve here for the Billies. And we'll see what she can do. Billies need to try to whittle their way in here on some service points. Nice job by Clay to get that one up. So this is going to be an opportunity for the Billies, but Plinicky gets blocked there by number 17. That's Davis for the Texans. So makes it 12-9. Harris now back to serve for the Texans. And nice job by Anna Terry. And there's a nice tip play by Clara Plinicky on that play. It looked like they're trying to triple block her, and she decided that time I'm going to go around the block and not try to go through it, and it worked out. Anna Terry now back to serve for the Billies. And that's going to be an ace. Nice job, Anna Terry. Makes that 12-11, so get that service point. Let's see if we can get another one, and we'll be right back dead heat here with these Texans here in set 2. With Billy's down by 1 set. Nice hard serve there. And Schandua gets that one up in the air. And that was just, nobody's agreeing with that call. It looked like the Wimberley Texan, when they swung that, I don't know if we could get a replay of that, when she swung, hit the top of the net, and they called our play or the block in the net. So, or the ball hit the net or something. So we have a pretty good view of it right here. Did not see that happen, but it's the call. So needless to say. Coach Raymer getting the explanation from team captain there, Schandua. And he's given the explanation and going to get another question from Schandua for the official. And I'm not sure there. Needless to say, if you want to advertise page here on Billies.Live, you contact Paige Finley there at Billies.Live, and I think it's ads at Billies.Live is the email. You can talk to them. They'll put together an ad for you and get you set up here, affordable rates here. So we're back to play now, and Billy's setting up their attack here, and Aldridge on the outside hammers that one home, so it makes it 13-12. And so ads at Billies.Live, and J.D. Rose, Paige Finley, they'll get you set up on a plan that could suit your needs. And we thank all the sponsors we do have right now. Sarah Stafford in now here to do the serving duties, and Billy's get the tip on that block, and it sails out. Sarah Stafford gave it a good effort to try to get to it, but well over her reach and all the way out. So 14-12 though. Still just a 2-point deficit here for the Billies. Really hanging in here in set 2 after losing set 1, 25-18. And there's a little mishap on the serve receive, so it makes it 15-12. Billies need to get this good pass off here and get a good attack to get through this rotation here. That's number 7, Marco, back to serve. And that one sails out, so nice job there by Anna Terry to let that one go. And Caitlin Toch going to come out of the game there. Minnow Franzen checking in to play back row. And she will have the serving duties here at 15-13. So taking her deep breath, and she's ready. Nice short serve just over the net, and Billy's not ready for that attack from number 16. That's Dubuisson. She's a senior. A nice job there for her. Makes it 16-13. Now Crawford, the big outside hitter for Wimberley, back to serve. Franzen gets it up. And Aldridge with the back row attack there down the middle. And nice job by Anna Terry to get to that attack and got under it and sent it back over. And that works out because Wimberley Texans were not ready for it. So 16-14 now, still right here, 2-point deficit. Zoe Aldridge, the big junior outside hitter for the Billies, up just off the very tip top of the net. That just as easily could have rolled over the net, but it came back on the Billies side. So number 5 here, the libero, she is a junior, Thames, for the Texans. And there's a little battle here between Gallagher and Thames in the back. And a nice tip play there by number 17. That's Davis. So now Wimberley opens up a 4-point advantage. Billy's really cannot afford to give up any more service points. And there's an overpass, and Coach Raymer going to take a timeout. Doesn't like what he sees here on Peter Schandua here on Billies.Live. We're in set 2, 19-14. We'll be right back.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. 2 succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
For over 7 decades, and with the support of customers like you, Ewald Kubota has grown to be the #1 Kubota volume dealer in the United States. Plus, we have the distinct honor of being a Kubota Elite dealer. So thank you, Jim, Julio, Jamar, Mr. Loya, Mike, Letty, Mr. Rodriguez, Paul and Penny, Thomas and Catherine, Mr. Miranda. From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
And we're back here coming out of that timeout. Coach Raymer hopefully setting up a play here that the Billies can get a side out and get back into this set. Now down by 5. And that's nice job by Janice Aquay to let that go just long, but it was out. So 19-15 now should be the score. Yeah, they get the scoreboard right there now. So Janice Aquay, senior libero, back to serve here for the Billies. And deep back left corner serve. And that ball goes off the rafters. So that's a point. Billies now back within 2. Or 3. 19-16, back to within 3. So see if they can get a few more little service points here. And Wimberley setting up their attack. And Clay gets that one up. Franzen keeps it alive, and Shandua's going to free it over. And Aldridge keeps it up in the air. And nice job by Anna Terry placing that one deep. Wimberley setting up their attack, and they get a kill out of that, so it makes it 20-16. Billies now down by 4 here. Getting a little bit late in this set, so really need to get these side outs and work the magic on getting some service points. So Weeks back to serve for the Texans. And Plinicky hits a hitting error, and that was a tip by the Texans on that attack. There was a big question mark there. Nobody thought they were going to call it, but the lines judge there saw it. So Caitlin Toch checking in here for front row for Minnow Franzen. It's 20-17. Schandua will be serving for the Billies, and it's a service error. So that makes it 21-17. And Wimberley now back to serve. Got to think about the next point and do what you can to get this point side out. And Billies have to free it over, so Wimberley going to get to set up their attack, and Billies handle it, and now that's Plinicky gets the set there, makes it 21-18. So Billies within 3 here, and Anna Terry going to go back to do the serving duties and see if the Billies here. I like what I see on the front row there. We got Clara Plinicky and Zoe Aldridge up there along with Caitlin Toch, but Clara and Zoe, the 2 top kill leaders for the Billies. See if they can make a play here. Nice job by Anna Terry to get under that, but goes just out. So Billy is unable to get a service point there. So now 22-18, and Wimberley captain Crawford coming over to talk to the official. I think the official called her over. And not sure what that was all about, but needless to say, we're back to action here, and we got number 17, that's Davis, back to serve for the Texans, and there's going to be a hitting error for the Texans, and Billies get the point there. So Sarah Stafford going to check in for Plinicky. Gallagher coming in to play middle blocker here on this rotation. And Sarah Stafford, the junior, will be in to serve, down 22-19. Nice deep serve there. And Billies should get an opportunity here on this free ball. And outside to Aldridge, who hammers it home, and now 22-20. So got a nice set there from Schandua, and Aldridge put it down. Wimberley Texans coach there, Barthels, does not like what she sees, so here on Billies.Live, she's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them.
Hill Country Refrigeration has been providing the Texas Hill Country with quality heat and air conditioning service, installation, and repair for 47 years. They offer dependable, friendly, and professional customer service. Robert and Clara Ann Almers founded Hill Country Refrigeration in 1974, but have been enjoying Battling Billy sports for a lifetime. The Almers family are born and raised Billy fans. 4 generations, that is. Hill Country Refrigeration, where customizing comfort is their award-winning game. From one winning team to another, best of luck, Billies.
We love living in the country. My husband works from home, and I teach our 5 youngest children here as well. Fast, uncapped, reliable internet is critical for our family. And that's exactly what we've gotten from Bee Creek for over 10 years now. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
Out of the timeout. So Billies find themselves within 2 here in set 2, down 1 set to 0, but battling here in set 2. Sarah Stafford back to serve. Nice deep serve, and there's Crawford gets the attack from for the Texans and gets the kill out of it. So makes it 23-20. Now Billies really need to, at this stage, cannot afford to. We need the side out right here on this point. So Marco back to serve for the Texans. And nice job by Anna Terry to let that go. That's a service error. So 23-21 now. Billies within 2. Caitlin Toch checking out of the game there. Minnow Franzen coming in to play back row, and she will be serving. So Billies down by 2 here in set 2, 23-21. And Franson gets swing, and there's trying to, nice attack there by number 16, Dubuisson, who gets the point. So now 24-21, set point here in set 2. Billies need to take care of business here. Crawford back to serve, and Aldridge coming down the middle there. The high middle ball to Aldridge works, makes it 24-22. So this is where Billies have an opportunity now by getting that point to fight their way back in here. So Zoe Aldridge back to serve. Let's see what she can do. Now we got something else going on here. The captain is being called over to the thing. There's something about the cheerleaders over here too far out onto the court or making just a little bit too much noise or something. I'm not 100% sure. But official basically taking a timeout here for the teams. And Aldridge now back to play. Gets that serve in. The ball's flying around up on the volleyball standard. And they were letting that go. And that's point Billies. So 24-23. And now the captain for the Billies being called over. Coach Raymer getting a yellow card. Coach Raymer did not like the ball was rolling around up on the standard. And so anyway, I don't know. They're just having a discussion about the basketball standards. The down ref on the they're having just a time here. Schandua explaining to Raymer about the basketball goals and which ones count, which ones don't count as out of play and in play. Now the down ref going to come over and talk to the up ref. Lots of drama going on here in the final stages of set 2 here. Billies find themselves within 24-23. Schandua now back talking to the up ref. So lots of controversy here. And they're just trying to get the rules and explanation here as to what exactly is happening. Now the score table has a question. They're not sure what to do. And they're blowing the horn on the scoreboard, waving their hands. And so, yeah, they're trying to figure out if it was a point. So, yeah, point Billies. So 24-23. They got it figured out here. So Aldridge back to serve here. And puts it up in play. And now the Texans going to set it up. And the Billies are going to get a chance here. And Anna Terry with the swing. And now Texans going to set up their offense. Aldridge keeps it up. And Aldridge going to go from the back row. Nice diving play there by the libero of Wimberley. And that's Ryan Gallagher with a big swing. Another diving play by the libero. Billy's going to get another chance here. And the tip play works for Ryan Gallagher. This set is now tied at 24 apiece. So Billy's with a little fire right there. And I guess you could kind of tell in my voice, too. I got a little excited about that, too. So 24 all here in set 2. Aldridge still back serving. So 24 all. There comes the serve. And Wimberley setting up their offense. And Aldridge gets it up in the air, so the Billies going to get a chance here. Aldridge, just gets a hitting error from that back row attack. But nice job there, Aldridge. You got to go for it. And got us back into this set here now, 25-24. So Crawford still on the back row for the Texans. So Billies hopefully can get a pass off here and get get a good attack. And there comes Aldridge from the back row, and it crawls over the net. So she's taking a big sigh of relief there, makes it 25 all. And Claire Plinicky checking back in for front row duties here. And Janisa Quay, the senior libero, is going to be back to serve. So looks like we got Schandua, Terry, and Plinicky on the front row here. Need to try and play some good defense. Maybe get a block out of this deal and get a set point of our own. And I'll just hit it long on the service error there by Quay. So 26-25. And number 3, that's Weeks, checking in for the Texans, and she'll have the serving due. So set point here again for the Texans at 26-25. And there's the thing. Menno Franzen gets it up in the air. And Anna Terry has a hitting error, so it goes out. And that's going to be a 27-25 loss for the Billies in set 2. But showed a lot of resolve there in that set to bring that thing into extra points. And they got to believe that they can play with this team, and a much better job coming out into set 2 there, keeping the game manageable there. In that first set, really came out and got down by 7 early and were never able to recover. But this final set was a battle all the way through. And so we're in between sets here. So here on Billies.Live, I'm Peter Schandua. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Gaddy's Pizza in Fredericksburg is a huge supporter of Battling Billy sports, students, and teachers. In fact, Gaddy's offers a lunch special for teachers and students Monday through Friday for only $7.65, and that includes a drink. Gaddy's Pizza also has pasta, dessert, and one of the best salad bars in town. Enjoy the game room. Kids of all ages love it. Gaddy's takes pizza seriously. 2931 Highway 16 South in Fredericksburg. Billy Pride, Iberales.
Creek Street Dental utilizes the latest technologies in dental care. Dr. McBride has been specially trained to offer the Hill Country sedation dentistry. Anxious patients can sleep through oral surgery in a private room with family nearby. Their CBCT machine provides near-silent imaging, making possible the most painless and effective treatments. iTero technology allows virtual manipulation and modeling, so no more gagging on impression trays. Call 830-990-1178 for the best in your family's dental health today.
Segner's is your jewelry destination for everyday and special occasion jewelry. Just ask Olympic gold medalist in women's softball, Kat Osterman. She trusts Segner's. Find us at 236 West Main Street or on the web at segnersjewelers.com. Come check out our custom-designed Billy's charms, keychains, and so much more. We love and support our hometown teams. Go Billies!
This broadcast is supported by Votive Hospice, a family-owned hospice founded by Fredericksburg natives. Votive Hospice is Fredericksburg's only Joint Commission accredited hospice. They're also Fredericksburg's first community-based palliative care, which means their team can help you or your loved one prior to needing hospice at no cost to you or your family. Votive is led by Dr. Rad Kothman and certified hospice and palliative care nurse Carrie Weaver. Visit votivehospice.com or call 998-1925. Votive Hospice, they're with you.
Hello, my name is Greg Nebgen with 4N Cattle Company. I want to talk to you a little bit about J4 Trailer and my experience. So I was looking for a new cattle trailer, stopped by, talked to Josh, customized what I wanted. I own a local business. I want to do my business local. Prices were very competitive. I looked at trailers everywhere. They were $1,000 cheaper, if not more. I was going to buy local anyway. They beat everybody in price. And then they even delivered it. J4 Trailer, that's where I got mine.
High School. Set 2 was a barn burner, came down to extra points. They're all tied at 24 apiece, and Wimberley Texans prevail 27-25 to take a 2-0 advantage here over the Billies. Set 2, there was quite a bit of controversy near the end of that set. Officials here between set 2 and 3 here, right while we were on the break, were having a big long huddle and discussion about yellow cards, and they were holding yellow cards up, red cards up. They're talking about it. The line judge came over. They're talking about the basketball goals that are in the way here and which ones are in play, which ones are out of play. So hopefully it's all sorted out. And when we came out here onto the court, Schandua, the captain there for the Billies, came over to talk to the official one more time about it. So hopefully they got the rules figured out there, and we'll see how this set 3 comes out. So Billies hanging tough here with this talented Wimberley team who was in the state tournament last year, and also who has 5 or 6 state championships under their belt as a school here in volleyball. So rich in history here in volleyball, always a strong team. So Billy's not out of this yet. So down 2-0, and here we're underway. Weeks serving for the Texans, and Billy's right out of the bat there have an overpass, and number 17, Davis, hammers it home onto the Billy side. So Texans up 1-0 here, set 3. And Billy's just going to have to get this one over, and Wimberley setting up their offense and decided to let that one go, and it was just on the line, and line judge called it in. So 2-0 now, Texans ahead. Here's set 1. Weeks back to serve for the Texans, and Aldridge coming from the back row on that attack. And there's going to be a hitting error for the Texans. So 2-1 now. Billy's get the side out here now. Their feet are wet here in set 3. So Emma Stewart checking in for Minnow Franson to play front row here. She's the senior right side player on the front row. And Schandua back to serve. And there's going to be a hitting error for the Texans. So 2-2 now here in set 3. Billy's, it's a must-win set for them. They're down 2-0. So see how they respond. Schandua gets another one, and that's going to be out of play on that attack. So Billy's now up 3-2. Wimberley coach maneuvering the defense around a little bit for their serve receive. So they've just made a quick little adjustment on it. So Schandua hits that one long. So that's going to make it 3-3 on that service error. So we got number 9 here. That's Harris with the Texans back to serve. And there's a big swing from Anna Terry coming down the middle on that one and gets the kill. So makes it 4-3. So nice job, Anna Terry, there on that attack. 4-3, Billy's on top here in set 3. And that's going to be another service error. So 4-4 now. Billy's need to clean up that service play there here in set 3. We need to give ourselves the opportunity to get some service points. And Wimberley sets the serve there by number 17. That's Davis. She gets an ace out of the deal. So now Wimberley up by 1 here early in set 3. Davis pounding the ball into the floor. Another nice serve. And Schandua gets it to Aldridge. And Weeks finds number 10 there. And Schandua able to get it up in the air. And Schandua gets it to Emma Stewart, who that's going to be a hitting error and makes it 6-4 now. Wimberley up by 2. Billies need to get this pass up in the air and get a side out. So, nice job there by Plinicky on that attack. And, the free ball over. Looked like it was going to go long, but died straight on the line. Billies let it go, and it was in. So, makes it 7-4 now. Wimberley Texans on top. Davis still serving for the Texans. And Billy's having a little hard time right now. Coach Raymer going to take a timeout here, finding themselves on the Good Samaritan scoreboard down 8-4. We'll be right back here on Billies.Live.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedic, the official sports medicine provider of the Battling Billies. Our board-certified and fellowship-trained doctors provide personalized and comprehensive bone and joint care for all ages. We utilize the latest technologies like platelet-rich plasma treatments, and also unique to the Hill Country, we offer anterior hip replacement. Whether you've suffered a traumatic injury to your shoulder or are just tired of dealing with arthritis pain in your knees, Texas Hill Country Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to help.
My name is Tammy, and I am a Value Med customer. The things that I love the most are the convenience, the speed, and the friendliness. Annette and Betty at the front window are always so friendly. I have called Bill, even Matt, for just personal questions regarding prescriptions or medication. Their helpfulness, willingness to spend the time with me is something you don't get at the larger pharmacies. I just think they are amazing.
Billy's coming out of that timeout, have a little struggle with the serve receive, but get it in, get it back over. But Crawford's there for the attack and gets the kill. So now 9-4. Billy's find themselves down by 5 here in set 3. Need to just forget about these first 13 points of this match, of this set, and just start over. That's easier said than done, but that's really all you can say. You got to regroup, worry about the next play. And there's a service error by the Texans, so that's going to get the Billies a rotation around and see if they can make some hay here on some service points. Sarah Stafford checking in for the Billies to serve. So down 9-5 here in set 3. Nice deep serve. And nice job by Anna Terry. And Billies could not get it over. So nice job in the back there by Anna Terry off of Crawford to get that ball up in the air. And but Billies could not get it over the net. So 10-5 now. Billies find themselves down here in this must-win set 3. And Aldridge with a nice attack there. Gets that one to go, makes it 10-6. So Billy's within 4 here. Just need to whittle their way back in. We're able to do that in set 2, taking the Texans there to extra points, and just came up short, but Minnow Franson back to serve. And Crawford setting up her attack. Minnow Franson with the dig, and it was right up there close to the net. Schandua on the front row, able to put that one down. So Billy's get a service point out of that. So 10-7 now within 3. And Minnow takes the serve. And that's going to be a lift on the Texans. So Billy's with 2 service points here makes it 10-8. Sorry, Paige, I just hit the little piece of equipment here. Hopefully that didn't cause a problem. But back to play here, and now the Texans get the side out after a couple of service points, and makes it 11-8 now with Crawford going back to serve. So she'll be on the back row for the next 3 rotations. So we'll see if the Billies can make some ground up here. Minnow gets it up in the air, and Aldridge gets a little hitting error there. So coming down the middle, the high middle shot. He could not get it to go in, so makes it 12-8. And there's a service error by the Texans. So both teams here with a couple of service errors in set 3. A lot of these players playing all the way around, maybe getting a little fatigued here, but got to keep on playing through. Aldridge, nice hard serve. And Aldridge with the dig on the back row. Schandua tries a little dump play. Did not work. And there's a kill by number 16. That's Dubason. And she gets the kill out of that. And Wimberley Texans are back to serve now. The libero, Thames. And Billy's having to set this one up. And see if they can get a block here. Nope, there was a miss hit by the outside hitter, and which turned into basically a changeup, and it fell right in front of the back row. Took a full swing at it, but kind of rolled off the top of her hands right over the block and into play. So, and 15-9 now. Billy's down by 6 here in this must-win set 3. Need to get, and there's a service error. So, but not before the Texans get a couple of service points. So they extend their lead now to 5, and 15-10. Janisa Quay back to serve. Short serve, and there's another kill by number 16. That's Dubason. She's come to play tonight. She has quite a few kills here for the Wimberley Texans. So that's a side out, makes it 16-10 now. Weeks back to serve for the Texans. She's just a sophomore here on varsity. Aldridge gets the kill from the back row there off of Crawford in the back. So Billy's going to get the ball here with a chance to serve, and got to crawl their way back in point by point. And there's a nice hard serve by Schandua, who gets an ace and makes it 16-12. Schandua leading the team in aces so far this season. Coming into the match, I believe, had 38 on the season. So back to serve again. And Wimberley's get a pass off there. And there's a block by Plinicky. Sends that one straight back over the net. Off of Davis, and that makes it 16-13 now. Billy's within 3. Got to keep whittling their way. Another deep, hard serve. Wimberley is going to have to free this one over, so Billy's should get a chance here. And nice play by Weeks to keep that one up and in, and that goes out. So just on the line, just past the line. So now 16-14, Billy's within 2. See if the Billies can keep this momentum going here. There's another, that's a deep serve, a little bit too deep. So 17-14 now. Billies, though, back within 3. Need to get this side out right away. And get it to back within 2. Gets that one up. Plinicky going to get a chance here. And Texans are going to have to free that over. Billy should get a chance here. And Anna takes the second ball over. And there's a big swing by Crawford. on the outside, and that's when she gets that ball in that position. Division I commit there. She's going to put most of those away. So back to a 4-point lead now for the Texans here in set 3. So Billy's a little out of sync on that play. And there it comes. And that's going to be a point for the Billies on a lift by the Texans. So Billies get out of that rotation there. Down by 3. Anna Terry back to serve. Still have time to get back into this set. And keep the ball in the air. Nice hard serve. And Aldridge with a nice block up front. And there's a block by Klinicki and Emma Stewart on Crawford. Crawford had that one up where she likes it, but Klinicki said, nope, I'm going to send that one back your way. So nice job, Klinicki, against Crawford there. So makes it 18-16. And Anna Terry back to serve. Gets it off, and they're going back out to Crawford again. Schandua gets it up, and Billy's going to have to free it over, and that's going to be a double. That's where you just need to bump it over. Don't try to set it over on that third ball. Just bump it over and live to play the next game. So 19-16 now. Getting down here near the end of this set 3. And Billy's let that one go, so that makes it 19-17. Billy's still here now within 2. Need to work some service points here into this rotation and hopefully find their way back into this match. Sarah Stafford, deep serve, played by the Texans, and they have a little miscommunication there on that play, and now Billy's within 1, 19-18. So Billy's have crawled back into this set, trying to crawl back into the match, down 2-0 here in Wimberley. And Sarah Stafford, another nice deep serve. And Stafford gets that one up, and Aldridge going to take a swing there, and there's a nice little attack by number 9. That's Harris from the back row. Fell in front of the back row of the Billies there, so 20-18. Highly contested match here between Wimberley and Fredericksburg. So Quay gets that one up outside to Aldridge, who takes a big swing and puts it down the line there and makes it 20-19. Now Billy's within 1. Emma Stewart checking out. Minnow Franson checking it in. Officials weren't quite ready for the substitution there, so they had to wait for a second, but they're in now. And Minnow, the sophomore here on varsity, back to serve. Nice serve there, and Billy's going to get a chance here. Gallagher finds the front left corner of the Wimberley Texan defense and gets the point, so that ties it up, 20-all. So Minnow Franson back to serve here. Nice little serve there, and Billies have to get that one up, and they're keeping it up. And Schandua gets that one over, so now Wimberley going to set up their offense. And there's just a little change-up roll shot over the block and right in front of the back row. Makes it 21-20. Texans on top. Crawford back to serve. So next play here, big play. Bronson keeps it up. And Anna Terry going to take a swing from the back row and could not get it. Coach Raymer going to take a timeout. It's 22-20. Billies find themselves down here in set 3. It's a must-win set, so we'll be right back here on Billies.Live.
Security State Bank and Trust. We've been building the communities we call home since 1941. That includes supporting our students, teachers, and schools. Behind each student is a community investing in what matters most. Security State Bank and Trust, proud supporters of Battling Billy sports. We're rooting for your success on and off the field. Go Billies! Celebrating our 80th year of helping build the communities we call home. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Dutchman's Meat Market in Fredericksburg is the place for premium meats. Not only can you find the best cuts of meat, but Dutchman's has fresh sandwiches for lunch, a variety of snack sticks, multiple jerkies, and dried sausage. Dutchman's also has a large assortment of rubs, spices, and sauces for all your meats. So go see Dutchman's at 1609 East Main in Fredericksburg, or call in an order at 830-997-5693 or online at dutchmansmarket.com.
Okay, coming out of that timeout, Crawford for the Texans back to serve here. Texans up 22-20, up 2 sets to none. And there's a serve. Franson gets it up, and Schandua gets it over to Aldridge, who just kind of free balls it over, and the Texans weren't ready for it, and gets the point out of it. So Coach Raymer excited about that point and makes it 22-21. Now Zoe Aldridge back to serve here. And we got Crawford on the back row again here for the Texans. So let's see if the Billies can make a little hay. And service error there by Aldridge right off the top of the net. So that makes it 23-21. Billies need to really get the serve receive here, get this side out. And there's a nice job by Terry. And that's going to be in the net for the Wimberley Texans. Can't believe it. And they're looking at the officials like, what did you just see? But needless to say, it's point Billies. So 23-22 now. Janice Quay back to serve for the Billies right here in the thick of it here in set 3. Trying to crawl their way back in, and that's going to be long. So that's going to tie it up, 23 all. And Janice Quay back to serve again. So see if the Billies can muster up some defense here, get a block out of this. We'll see what she does. Billy should get a chance here. See if they go to Plinicky. Plinicky puts it down now. Billy's up by 1, 24-23. And Wimberley doesn't like what they see. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them here. We'll be right back in 30 seconds on Billies.Live.
As Fredericksburg celebrates 175 years, Arrowhead Bank is celebrating almost 100 years of serving the people of the Texas Hill Country. Our goal has been the same since we opened in Fredericksburg 20 years ago, to combine the relationship banking of yesterday with the technology of today for a better brand of banking. Arrowhead Bank is proud to support our students in all their endeavors, athletic and academic, and we're excited to celebrate their successes this year. Billy Pride, Eber Alice, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 423091.
And we're back live here where Billies now find themselves in set 3 with a set point. Up 24-23 here, trying to crawl their way back into this match. And coming out, Wimberley taking the timeout to regroup and set up their attack here. See if the Billies can get another good defensive play and get a point. It all starts with Quay getting it in. And there's a block by Anna Terry on the right side. Nice job there by Anna Terry blocking number 16, Dubason. And Billies win 25-23, set 3. And now 2-1 is the count. Wimberley on top. Billy's fired up, and it looks like they can believe. They believe they can win this now, so that's a big step in any athletic event. And first you believe it, then it happens, and then you keep doing it. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to here in set 4 of this match here in Wimberley, Texas. So I'm Peter Schandua here for Billies.Live. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back.
Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a Fredericksburg Veterinary Center takes care of animals of all sizes, little bitty small ones and great big tall ones. They'll treat your furry friends just like it was their own. Doctors East and Eckert can do all sorts of stuff to help them, like x-rays and blood work, surgeries and sonograms. They'll even work on their teeth. And if your animal is sick or something, they'll even go to your ranch or house to help them. Give them a call or visit them online at fbgvetcenter.com.
At Fredericksburg Eye Associates, ophthalmologist Drs. Ann Plinicky and Charles Cohn provide comprehensive medical and surgical eye care. At their state-of-the-art facility off Highway 87, they use the latest equipment for everything from routine eye exams to monitoring macular degeneration. Cataract procedures include the latest advances in lens design, allowing more freedom from glasses than ever before. Fredericksburg Eye Associates, 997-6535, online at fbgi.com.
DR Welding and Construction is the Texas Hill Country's choice for metal buildings using #1 American-made materials. They are fully insured for your protection and peace of mind. If you're in need of a metal building, a horse barn, airplane hangar, warehouse, equipment shed, barn dominium, or a business, DR Welding and Construction, 830-997-1058. On the web, drweldinginc.com. Quality and craftsmanship make the difference at DR Welding and Construction.
Hey, volleyball fans. Joseph Financial Partners is here to support the Battling Billies and to help you with all of your financial goals. Whether it's saving for retirement, college savings, or even life insurance or long-term care, we've got your back. Let us serve up an appointment with you, then dig into your finances, goals, and dreams. Hey, and then we can assist and set a plan in motion and spike your goals to score. Success takes teamwork, so call Joseph Financial Partners at 830-997-4763 or check us out online at josephfinancialpartners.com. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
And welcome back here to Wimberley, Texas, where the set count is 2-1 advantage Wimberley. Billies find some life at the end of set 3 there to rally and win. So it was good to see that. Now, Billy, coming up next week here on Billies.Live, we're going to have volleyball action on Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday, we'll be traveling down to Bernie for the match against Bernie. That's a district match there, the rival Bernie and Fredericksburg. And then on Friday, the Bandera Bulldogs will be coming to Fredericksburg, and we'll have our normal broadcast there. And then the following Tuesday, Davenport comes to Fredericksburg. And don't forget, too, every Friday morning, 10 a.m. at Barefoot, J.D. Rose and Lance Moffitt with Coffee with the Coach. So that's what's coming up on Billies.Live. I also want to thank our anonymous donor for the title sponsorship tonight for this match for the Good Samaritan Center. Good Samaritan Center is a big deal in the Fredericksburg community for people who may not be able to afford medical care, but a lot of doctors involved in that. And we're underway here in set 4, and the Billies are serving, and they're going to get the first point there. Janisa Quay back serving, and Plinicky gets a kill out of that, so it makes it 1-0 Billies on top here in set 4. So Quay gets it in. And there's a nice hustle play by Quay. And Aldridge trying to do an attack there and hits it just long. So makes it 1-1. Number 9 Harris for the Texans back to serve here. And Quay gets it up. Plinicky hammers that one home. So that's going to be 2-1. Coach Raymer really cheering on the team right now. Think about the next point, talking about the next point. So that's the most important of the game, is the one that's being played. Schandua puts the serve in play there. And Texans weren't able to handle it, so that's going to be point Billies, 3-1 now. Schandua going back to serve. Billies look to have a little bit of life here early, maybe carrying that off, and Schandua has a service error there, so makes it 3-2. And That's going to bring number 17, Davis, back to serve for the Texans. And there's a nice tip play by Plinicky. Got the set there and looked like a triple block put up by the Wimberley Texans, which left the front left corner of the defense open, and Plinicky found it. So nice job there, Plinicky. And that'll bring Anna Terry back to serve. Nice hard low serve there. And that's going to be Crawford on the outside. Gets a kill on that one, so makes it 4-3. Billies on top here. So number 7, Marco back to serve. Quay gets it up. And there's a big swing from Clara Plinicky, playing with some confidence here in set 4. Really putting away these first 3 attempts, turning into kills for her. So it's good to see that coming out of her here early in set 4. And Sarah Stafford checking in here for Plinicky to get the serving duties. She looks over at Coach Raymer, and he tells him where he wants it. And there's another big swing by Crawford. And Schandua got under it. It just ricocheted off and came over here into the stand. So that's a big swing there from Crawford for the Wimberley Texans. She is quite the volleyball player. So Billy's going to have to free this serve receive over. Wimberley going to set up their offense, and there's going to be a hitting error by the Texans. So Texans not able to take care of business there on that free ball, and Billy's able to get the point now, up 6-4. Minnow Franson back to serve. Nice low serve. And Wimberley coming back there with their attack. So nice job of defense there by Wimberley to get that ball up, and then had their attack of their own, ricocheted off the block and got the point. So number 5, the junior libero, Thames, for they called the lift on that. And Sydney Schandua called for the lift there. She's not happy with the call there. So he said it went off her shoulder, so that would be a lift. So Thames back to serve. And Aldridge going to have to tip that one over, and it works out. So Aldridge making a great play on that shot right there, just tipping it off of the block and down onto the Wimberley Texans side. So nice job there, Aldridge, and she will now be back serving and gets a nice deep serve all the way up off the rafters. And they're going to set up their attack here. And Anna Terry going to get an opportunity. Wimberley setting up their offense and could not quite get to that attack. That's number 16, Dubison, for the Texans with the kill. And Weeks checking in to play back row setting position. And she is back to serve. All tied up 7-all here in set 4. And Anna Terry going to get a chance here. And that's in, right on the line. Nice shot, Anna Terry, right off the edge. Living on the edge, I like to call that, and it paid off for the Billies. So Billies up 8-7. Janisa Quay, the senior libero, getting ready to serve. Wimberley Weeks gets it up, and Franson. And there's a quick second ball over by Schandua. Schandua and Plinicky kind of got crossed up there, and Schandua said, you know what, she's not ready. I'm going to take care of this one myself. So nice job there, Schandua. And Wimberley setting up their offense. and that's going to be a hitting error. So makes it 10-7 now. Billy's opening up a 3-point advantage here in set 4. Find themselves down 2-1 though. Really got to keep scrapping and battling their way through this set. Nice placement serve there by. There's going to be another hitting error by the Texans. So Wimberley coach Barthels does not like what she sees. She calls timeout. I'm Peter Schandua here on Billies.Live. We'll take it with them.
For a family-operated, community-focused business that supports all men and women in the United States military and first responders, think Toch Well Service. For all your well repairs and service after drilling, think Toch Well Service. For water pump installation in windmill, solar pump, jet, submersible pump, and pressure tank service, think Toch Well Service. They've been serving Fredericksburg and the Texas Hill Country since 2002. Call 830-997-2413. License number 4502-KLP.
Los Cazadores is the stop for hunters to gear up and get ready for season. The store in Stonewall, Texas has been remodeled and stocked with guns, ammo, feeders, blinds, and much more. Los Cazadores has the top archery products, offering expert experience with an on-site 3D range. Bucks are brought in from all around to be scored with trophy scan technology and entered into our contest. Stop in and sign up for the world's largest whitetail hunting contest.
Okay, we're back live here. Coming out of the timeout, Janice Quay with a nice serve and a dig on top of it. And Billy's setting up here. And Anna Terry gets that one in play, so live to play another day here, see if they can get a block. And Zoe Aldridge keeps it alive, so here comes, see if there's Plinicky. Nice hustle all the way around by both teams there. And to keep the ball in play, and then Billy's finally got an opportunity there to take a big swing, and Plinicky does not get denied. She hammered that one home near the 10-foot line on the other side. So Janice Quay. And Billy's going to get another chance, and now Wimberley setting up their offense. And they're trying to get a block over there between Anna Terry and Clara Plinicky, but goes off the block and into the Billy's side of play. So, Lisa, nice job there by Janice Quay, the senior libero, getting several service points. Billy's have a 4-point advantage here in set 4. And Franson gets that one up, and Schandua dumps that one over. And Billy's couldn't quite get to that one, so Coach Raymer talking to Plinicky, telling her what she wants him to do. Next point, here we go. Number 9, that's Harris back for the Texans. And there was a little overpass by the Billies, and Crawford was there to put it away. And Schandua got her hands on it up there with her, but just a little bit too hard off her hands and sails out. So 10-12 now. Billy's up by 2. And that looked like she reached over the net a little bit there on that play. Crawford had her hands on our side of the net, which I'm not sure if that's legal or not, but needless to say, it's point Texans. And here Billy should be able to set up their clock here. Nice play by Weeks on that dig. And ball goes out, so Billy's get out of that rotation now. It's up 13-11. And Caitlin Toch, the sophomore, checking in here to play front row. Schandua back to serve. And she gets a nice deep serve in. And Wimberley going to have to free this one over. So back row attack from Aldridge. And that's a kill right down the middle. Nice job, Zoe. That was from deep in the back row. So Billy's up 14-11 now here in set 4. And Schandua back to serve. Raymer giving her the instructions where he wants it placed. And there is a nice job by Plinicky and Toch to block Crawford, the big outside hitter for Wimberley Texans. Crawford, Plinicky fired up after that block. All smiles. So it makes it 15-11 now. Billy's 4-point advantage. And Schandua gets the serve in position. And coming out to Crawford again. And Schandua gets the dig. And here comes Caitlin Toch with the tip over the block. And here comes Texans are going to have to free it over. And Billy's get the block up there at the net from Anna Terry and makes it 16-11. Billy's up by 5 now. Coach Raymer cheering on the troops and telling them where to place the serve. That's the number one job there, the coach. And Schandua a little bit fired up there. Gets it out, hits it a little long, so makes it 16-12, though. Billy is on top here in set 4. Billy's playing with lots of fire and life here in this set. And Schandua gets it up here, and Aldridge going to take another attack from the back row and off the block and down onto the Wimberley Texans side. So nice job, Aldridge. Aldridge on fire here in this set 4. Not only from the front row, but from the back row, too. And here comes a serve from Anna Terry. And Wimberley going to set Crawford again. And she plays the little tip play after that and tips it over the block and out of the reach of the Billies. So that's point Texans. Number 7 now, that's Marco. Back to serve for the Texans. And she's got it up and in, and Quay gets off a good one. And Plinicky tried to put that one down on the front left. Wimberley was ready for it, and that was right on the edge. Line judge called it in, so that's point Texans. Makes it 14-17. Coach Raymer didn't like that call, but you got to move on and play the next point. And Clay having a little trouble there. Schandua gets it up. Aldridge going to tip that one over. And Texans have a 4-ball there, so that's going to be point Billies. Nice job there by Schandua to get that ball out of the rafters. On that first ball, it went up in the rafters, hit about 3 beams up there, bouncing all over the place. Schandua was still able to get it up, and then Aldridge got the attack going. So Sarah Stafford in here to serve. And there's a nice kill by Dubuisson again. She's the senior outside or right side player, I should say, for the Wimberley Texans. So Crawford now back to serve for the Texans. And here she comes with the serve. Nice job by Anna Terry to get that serve in position. And Schandua, a good hustle play. Aldridge going to try to find an opening there, making it difficult on the Texans. They're going to have to free it over, so Billy should be able to set up an attack here. And there's Aldridge. Nice dig on the back row by the Crawford on the back row there on Aldridge. Good swing. And so that's point Texans. All around good hustle point there by both teams. Wimberley comes out on top. And now 18-16. Crawford outside to Aldridge, who hammers it off the block and flies over onto the Wimberley bench there. So nice. Aldridge feeling it here in set 4. She's really swinging big. So Minnow Franzen checking in for Caitlin Toch. She's going to try to get that serve in, and that's a little service error. So 19-17 here. And the libero Thames in play here. And Aldridge going to get a chance on the outside. And Nice job by Aldridge right there on the there was a little battle at the net there between Gallagher and Dubuisson, and then it ended up coming back onto our side, and Aldridge said, you know what, I'm going to take care of this one myself, and she crushed it into the back right corner of that Wimberley defense. No chance over there to make a play on that. So now Aldridge back to serve, and nice hard deep serve there by Aldridge, and Wimberley setting up their attack there. A nice placement by Dubuisson. She's a senior right side player there, so she knew where to hit that ball on the defense. Deep back left corner. Billies didn't have it covered, so that's point Wimberley. Highly contested set here, 2018. Billies on top. Bronson gets it up. And Schandua dumps the second ball over and gets the point out of that. So 21-18 now. Billies up by 3. Plinicky checking back in here on front row. Janisa Coy back to serve. So we got Schandua, Plinicky, and Terry up here on the front row in this rotation. And nice job by Quay to get that one up. And Plinicky slipped on the floor, and they need a towel. So that was unfortunate for the Billies there because Plinicky had a wide open net here on the right side. Schandua mopping up the floor here for the crew. And I think they got it figured out what they want. So 21-19 here. Number 9, that's Harris, back to serve for the Texans. She is a junior. Serve is up and in, and Quay. And there's a block up front by number 17. That's Davis for the Texans. So it makes it 21-20 now. Billies need to get a good attack here. And, get a good serve receive and set up their offense, see if they can't get this side out. And there it is, and there's a pass up. And Aldridge going to get a back row attack, and that's going to be a hitting error. So tied up 21-all. Coach Raymer doesn't like what he sees. He's going to call timeout. I'm Peter Schandua here on Billies.Live. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back.
Haberdashery. Modern, inspired style curated in Fredericksburg, Texas. We are inspired by world travel and nature. We personally hand select our clothing and accessories and assemble them like no place else. You'll see this the moment you step foot in our store. Revealing beauty and confidence through surprise and fashion curation. HaberdasheryBoutique.com.
Black Chalk Home and Laundry is one of the most unique home decor and gift boutiques in the Texas Hill Country. Come get lost in the found and unbound items that surprise and delight you around every turn. Steeped in history, our building will take you back to a bygone era that delights the senses. Black Chalk Home and Laundry, a happy place filled with the found and unbound. Come, discover yourself, and love your home.
Timeout. See if the Billies can stop this little run here that the Texans are on. Harris back to serve. Puts in the serve, and here comes Plinicky and gets blocked at the net there, and it's in. So that makes it 22-21. Wimberley Texans regain the lead here and have crawled their way back in here, up leading 2-1. And there's a service error, so 22-all. Billies out of this rotation here. Struggle a little bit in that one, but come out still tied 22-all. So Caitlin Totch checking in for Minnow Franson. And Schandua going to be back to serve here. She's the junior setter for the Billies. And nice deep serve. And Wimberley going to have to free it over, so the Billies might be able to set something up here. And total annihilation there by Clara Plinicky. Had to take the free ball initial pass, got it to Schandua. Schandua sent it back to her. Billy's up 23-22. Wimberley going to take a timeout. and talk it over, so we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back.
Nature and beauty along the fairways at Lady Bird have a way of slowing life down. While the front nine features significant elevation changes and the tranquility of Live Oak Creek, the back nine stuns with its panoramic vistas of the surrounding hills. As the home of the Fredericksburg Junior Golf Foundation and the Fredericksburg Middle School and High School golf teams, all of us at Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course are proud to support our community's tradition of excellence. Lady Bird Johnson Golf Course. Practice, play your way.
72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating offers a wide variety of services to Fredericksburg and the Hill Country. Repairs, installation, maintenance, design, even air quality control for allergies. 72 Degrees Air Conditioning and Heating, Fredericksburg's comfort company. Fast, same-day service and world-class technicians make 72 Degrees Fredericksburg's company of choice. Emergency service 24/7. Call 830-997-5651. 72degreestexas.com. License number TACLB 27138E.
Out of the timeout, 23-22 advantage for the Billies, and that's going to be a service error. 23-all, though, here still close sets here against these Wimberley Texans. So that's number 17, Davis, back to serve for, and that's going to be a serve, receive error there, and Coach Raymer going to take a timeout now. Match point here for the Texans. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back with them.
Strayer and Ulfers, from humble beginnings to a Fredericksburg mainstay. When Edgar Strayer purchased an oil and gas business in 1928, he may not have envisioned it would still thrive nearly a century later. Guiding through the Great Depression, he built a clientele of area farmers with a firm handshake and friendly service. Two succeeding generations still run the business. Roy Strayer and his sister Betty are mainstays around their shop on Adams Street, where their sons Steve, Charles, and Edward service the needs of thousands of locals and visitors alike. Strayer and Ulfers, a Fredericksburg institution.
For over 7 decades, and with the support of customers like you, Ewald Kubota has grown to be the #1 Kubota volume dealer in the United States. Plus, we have the distinct honor of being a Kubota Elite dealer. So thank you, Jim, Julio, Jamar, Mr. Loya, Mike, Letty, Mr. Rodriguez, Paul and Penny, Thomas and Catherine, Mr. Miranda, from the Gulf of Mexico to the Hill Country of Texas.
And we're back live here on match point. Billies get the pass up. Schandua finds Plinicky, and Plinicky puts it home. So 24-all here in set 4. Must win for the Billies to extend it to set 5. And Anna Terry back to serve for the Billies. And she gets it up and just hits it a little long. So Billies having a little trouble here into set 4 with the serving, but still in this set. So 25-24, Billies just need to get a side out here and go back to work. So that's number 7, Marco, back. And Clay gets it up. Schandua finds Aldridge, and Wimberley going to have to free it over, and they can't get it in. So now 25-all here, 50 points into set 4, and we're all not tied up, 25-all. So Sarah Stafford checks in. Substitution. Okay, officials a little confused there. Sarah Stafford in there for Clara Plinicky to get the serving duties. And it's up. And nice serve. They go out to Crawford, who gets blocked by Ryan Gallagher and Zoe Aldridge. They're happy. All smiles over there. 26-25, set point now for the Billies here in set 4, trying to force a set 5. Sarah Stafford back. And she puts the serve on it. They come to Crawford, who takes a tip. And Billies keep it up. And Aldridge going to get a chance here. And it's blocked by Crawford over there on the right side. So Billies had a chance there to win that set, but could not quite get it in. So now 26-26. Crawford going back to serve here for the Texans. So very exciting match here tonight between these two teams, very evenly matched. And Clay gets it up. It's out to Aldridge, who puts up a shot. And that should be 4. And it is 4. Ball is off the net and never touched by anyone on the Billies. So Billies get another set point out of this. And Minnow Franzen checking in for Caitlin Toch. And she is going back to serve. I believe both coaches are out of timeout. So we will be playing until the end. So another set point here for the Billies. Minnow Franzen through her pre-serve routine. And here comes Crawford from the back and has a big hit from the back row and gets it in. So that's going to make it 27 all. And we're 54 points into this set. And the libero Thames back to serve. And Franzen gets it up. Aldridge going to get a chance here with a little roll shot. And that's going to be a nice shot from the back row there from Crawford. Here in crunch time, Wimberley really relying on Crawford, their big D1 recruit, playing from the back row, getting all the sets right now. So Wimberley now with another match point. See if the Billies can survive this match point. And that's probably going to do it right there for the Wimberley Texans win the match here, 29-27 in set 4, 3 sets to 1. Billies fought hard in a highly contested match. Billies got to feel good about how they played in this match. Came up a little bit short, but have more. It's only 3 games in, 1-2 in district. So that's going to do it here on the broadcast for Billies.Live. Here, we thank you all for tuning in, and good night and God bless.